Hansler from Celebration Center out of Puyallup, Washington. Yep. And as well, you also oversee a bunch of churches in the Northwest, is that correct?
Right. Open Bible church planting. Yeah, in the Pacific region. So Northwest and then some. California and...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Arizona. Yeah.
So you kind of get then a picture of what's happening in the church kind of on the West Coast.
Yeah.
What do you see God doing right now?
One of the great things I see happening is just the connectedness, the open-handedness of different people, different organizations. One of the beautiful things that we see happening is, guys are thinking differently about church, about how to reach a lost people. We're really not so much about how can we start a church, but how can we reach lost people and see what kind of church emerges from that, instead of starting with this model of a church, and then hoping some lost people come. So it's cool to see a lot of people thinking that way. Let's just get among them.
Sure.
Let's reach them and see what emerges, and some cool, different sort of churches are emerging, and it's good. It's good. Yeah.
So have you seen, not just in your network, but in others, a shift in the way that people are even thinking about starting churches and ministries in general right now?
Yeah, it's a much broader picture, I think. It doesn't have to fit into a certain mold.
It's not church in a box?
Yeah, it's not. As much as we'd love that, just give me the recipe and let me figure it out and then put it together and a bunch of people come. It's not worked for the last 40 years.
Right.
And so people are saying, okay, what do we need to do differently?
Right.
Because all of the stuff we're investing, all the money and the billions of dollars, we're still not reaching lost people. So people are having to think, okay, maybe we should get back to what Jesus did. And so that's good. But one of the other cool things is, like I said, there's an open-handedness. So I see organizations that maybe didn't work together before.
Yeah.
They're just saying, not only are they saying, hey, let's work together, but the beautiful thing I see is they're saying, you know what, here's our stuff. Take it.
Right.
Use it. Do whatever's working, do that. Call it your own, whatever.
Right.
But there's just such a beautiful thing about the kingdom happening right now.
Yeah.
For me, that's the most exciting, to see something like this happen and people just being excited and calling it their own and believing that we're in this together. That's the coolest thing for me.
Yeah, and you actually brought a bunch of other pastors in your network with you. Out of all the conferences out there right now, I mean, it seems like every other weekend or something, there's a conference somewhere.
There's a lot of stuff.
Why Calibrate?
I love the premise that let's get back aligned with Jesus. That's, so many of the conferences are great, fantastic. They give good ideas, and I believe in them. We go to stuff. I mean, now the problem is not where do we find information. There's too much information almost, so how do we filter it? The thing I like about this one is how do we just get back to what Jesus' heart is, and kind of the simplicity of that is that's what drew me. So it's cool.
Francis Chan was on video earlier. Wisdom.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the wisdom of Francis Chan or the toughness karate skills of Jackie Chan?
Jeez. Well, look at me. I mean, if you just look at me, I'm not going to be a Jackie Chan. So I better go with Francis.
Francis. Hey, thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate it. Bless you.